Welcome to the Trinitech cast. This is episode number 61, and we are recording on the 14th of April 2024. And the 14th of April reminds me of something. Welcome to my host, Mr. Redbit Tech himself. How are you going, good?
Yeah, good. Back from a trip.
On this,
so I mean, it's no big deal now. I'm back. So the trip was to Texas, and I think all of us know that Texas was supposed to have like a total solar eclipse last week. This week gone here?
Yeah, last week Tuesday or Monday.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
But to my luck, while the eclipse was occurring, the sky was just overcast, so the clouds blocked everything.
That's tough. That's real tough.
Yeah, so I didn't see. I saw like glimpses, slight glimpses, but yeah, the place just get kind of dark, but you didn't actually get to see it.
Rain does fall in Texas?
I have a story to tell.
As far as I see a show about Texas is the desert, but good.
No, I think it was Tuesday night, right? Wednesday night, we had a little event back to the hotel, and all of a sudden, rain, thunderstorm, and then hail.
What?
Hail.
The sky?
Yes, hail started to fall, was like quarter size hail.
Yeah.
Size of a quarter, and then my hotel room started leak. The window started leak.
You're lying.
Yeah. So it's
that's real weird though. That's not weird. That is interesting that your hotel room started to leak when ice was falling. If water was falling. Yeah, and
it was seeing it less hitting against the glass. Pack. And I was like, what the hell is this thing, right? Then I watched you by the forecast. I see, right, hail. Then I had to change rooms or whatever. And as things happening, I started Google, does Texas have tornadoes? And of course, Google returned that, Texas is the state in the US that has the most tornadoes.
And your paranoia meter gone up.
Yeah. Well, the hail didn't last so long. It was like an hour or so. But that was so to answer your question, if Texas does rain, it's rain, it's get hail.
I know it had a time it had a flood in the US, and Houston get flooded out real bad. And that's what I remember. Houston is part of Texas. So that's as far as I remember rain. But other than that, Texas is a desert. Arizona, and everybody just by movies and popular culture, Texas is the desert. But I guess that's the same thing. Probably think about Africa. Africa is the bush. But when they watch videos of places in Africa, they have some really complex cities, some really big complex cities in some of them places.
I wasn't in Houston. I was in San Antonio. But some mornings you wake up and the temperature was like 13 degrees.
First coming out your mountain thing.
No, it wasn't that cold. But sometimes it was 13 degrees. And same day by lunchtime, it went up to 26, 28. So it was the night was real cool. And then during the day, it got more or less back home at night.
Well, I'm glad your employer saw it fit to send you on a work-related outing. And I do hope that your employment place benefits from what you have learned, and they didn't just send you on a all expenses paid vacation.
I would say yes for me. I'm not sure about the other people, but
next thing they come back and be like, this could have been a Zoom meeting,
No. I'll compile my reports and whatever. And on this trip as well, one bit of technology that stood out to me was when you're going to board the plane, you have to show your boarding pass or show your passport or whatever. Right? So I'm not sure if you heard about this, but for me, this was the first time I've seen it. Right? So you went to board the plane, right before you go on the plane, and you had the the agents there that checking your stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't check your passport. They didn't scan any boarding pass or anything. It had a facial recognition thing. Scanner. Scan your face. And that was it. And the facial recognition, I guess it checked whatever database it had, validated your identity, and validated that, this person has a boarding pass to board this plane. So it scanned it. It showed a kind of green check mark, and it showed the seat that's supposed to be on.
And then you walk straight in. Yeah, well,
yep.
Trinidad could never. I did have to go to an interview on TV6 some day ago, last week or the week before that. And when you went in, the security, they was like, yeah, go and scan yourself. I was like, scan? Okay, cool. And I stood up. They had a little marker on the ground and tell us to stand up there. And I moved back from the marker, and the security guy was like, sir, there's a mark on the ground. I was like, yeah, but there's a problem. I'm too tall. So it was looking at my chest now. So I had to step back for them to scan, and they had a good laugh. But they scanned me in, and I didn't have to sign a book or anything. They're just like, okay, well, your picture is noted. If you steal anything, the cameras will catch you. I don't know. I guess something so. All right. Well, that was our good introductory update there. All of you who care about our lives, because we don't share our lives on social media for you to know. You don't know why I was doing on a daily basis. Actually, I don't share any personal things on social media again, Everything is true.
Well, and I guess that would lead into a couple of the topics we have today.
Oh, yes, for sure. Because today on the show, that was a segue. Yeah, we're talking about Trinidad has explicit video rings on Telegram, aka people sharing porn on a platform that is very, very, very private and anonymous. And not much we could do, but we'll see. Another warning given to TNT about AI, but this one is more about phishing emails, which I think was worthy of us talking about, because I think we are very susceptible to phishing emails in our technological standpoint or at our technological maturity. And there is this thing called a bandwidth nutrition label that the US is trying to put in place. And we have to discuss how this bandwidth nutrition label will work and if anybody even cares. So we'll see how that goes, because to me it's quite funny, and always the international story does be kind of funny, but it's also serious at the same time. So story number one, let's go talking about porn in Trinidad and Tobago. I can't say it in any other way. So our good friend of the show, Shivam, I didn't get to bring him on. I was contemplating bringing him on the show to find out his findings, but I wanted to see if more information would come out of it, and we'll see how it works out. So the thing saying 611 days ago, yes, I think somebody didn't set the time properly on the website. Probably meant 11 days ago, right? Yeah, by Charlene Rampasad. The Child Protection Unit, CPU of the TT Police Service, says it started an investigation into the online porn ring exposed by one local government organization or NGO. The member of the NGO revealed details of the 30-month-long investigation, who Guardian Media, in an exclusive interview on Thursday, said the groups have started to warn each other to be careful after the story was published. And What really happened is that there is this local porn ring that's taking place on a particular platform. And the particular platform is Telegram. And we have a part to play in that technologically, because we understand how Telegram works. So my hot take on it is that these very, very private apps like Telegram and Signal and the next one called Wicker, I think is the name of it. They have been used all over the world to do a lot of nefarious things. Most of the times it's drug deals and criminals who use it, because it's end-to-end encrypted and you are totally anonymous. But you remember when we had Telegram groups for like the flower thing, the kind of susu thing and that kind of shippiness? Yeah. It's totally anonymous. And us having a child porn ring or a pornography ring or many different pornography sites, not surprising to me. My worry is they have the ability to research this and figure it out and do anything, because from a technical standpoint, it really don't have much you could do, you know. What do you think?
Yeah, but at the same time, from a policing standpoint and an investigative standpoint, you could probably infiltrate the group. And, you know, thinking back to like stuff like a sting operation or shows like To Catch a Predator or whatever, you know, you could infiltrate the group, pose as somebody who wanting to buy whatever, or you know, I don't know if we are laws in terms of that, in terms of people trying to claim entrapment. I'm not sure.
You know, it should have. That's kind of straightforward.
If it could infiltrate the group. People there, at the end of the day, people buying and selling whatever, right? So you must, once that transaction happen, you know, unless they're using Bitcoin or some digital currency, you must have some way, you know, if they're doing some, I'm sure people go and slip up and send an online transfer or, you know, or you think they're using the thinking so far ahead that they're using Bitcoin or some type of cryptocurrency, I doubt.
According to the article, it said being sold, but I'm not sure how they collect any money. But I'm gonna go through the article a little bit more, right? And we'll see if we could find out what is taking place. Right, so this part here. She said, all right, yeah, there is a very specific element that makes this exploitation, which is the exchange and for the sexual benefit of the perpetrator. There's a phenomenon of exploitation taking place amongst children. And what we are seeing is that the exploitation is taking the form of what we call child sexual abuse material. And it's almost like the children are being used for money. Now, let me go to the next article, which will kind of clear it up a little bit, because this next article, which was 5 days ago, says that the porn ring activity is hard to track, of course, because it's Telegram, right? Yeah. But later on in the article, it says, for the police, it is hard because they will need the cooperation of Telegram. Telegram most likely will not cooperate unless they have some court direction. For the police to get a court document to pursue that, you know how long that takes in this country, and then you need to know if there's international cooperation, he said. You can upload a picture of anybody and... No, sorry, wrong paragraph. Where the part where they talk about the money, boy. They said somewhere about funds. All right, I'll find out, but let me talk about the Telegram part. Nobody go in my Telegram to get a court order on Telegram saying, yeah, sure, no problem. That's really weird that they don't know that. Yeah. Because we used to try to go to Google when we had Emailgate and thing, and you tried to go to Google to verify the emails. Google was like, no, we don't do that. Who are you? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad who? That's basically what's happened. So these big international companies, they know if Brazil couldn't get WhatsApp to give up information about, I think it was an assassination attempt on the prime minister, or some kind of thing like that, or some drug ring or something. Brazil basically tell WhatsApp, we will ban you all from the country if you all don't give us the information. And WhatsApp say, well, I know what to tell you, you know. Yeah. It's cool. We will see you later. Because
I'll send you a link there. Something about the
Yeah, because if you ban us from the country, is your people going and get vexed with you, not us. So and Brazil end up having to fold because WhatsApp's argument is that they can't access the data, and Telegram will tell you the same thing. Mm-hmm. So from a technical perspective, we'll go to the money part just now, but from a technical perspective, you really think like Telegram will cooperate with our police force?
Of course not.
Like
maybe I don't know. I'm not really that familiar with Telegram and the operating procedure for cases like this. But
by Telegram get calling all kind of different things from assassination attempts to all kind of things. And Telegram was like, listen, we literally do not know what is going on this platform. We have no control whatsoever. somebody could report it on the platform, and then we will try to investigate it. But basically, that investigation is an internal investigation, and because it's internal, you can't ask Telegram how far they reach. They'll just be like, no. What I think Telegram makes money from ads, so they have ads inside their messages and their stories and them kind of thing. So Telegram is just a private place where people share what they want, and nobody. It's almost like OnlyFans, kind of like a OnlyFans. Yeah, it's like OnlyFans. You can't tell me how to run my business.
Yeah.
Unless it's illegal. So you sent me the article here. So let's talk about the money part now. Because the money part is Trinidadian men and women are selling and trading child rape videos on the social media app for as much as $200. Why do they say as much as $200? $200
Maybe as little. They probably mean to say as little.
Probably mean as little as $200. Yeah, at least one person involved in our porn ring says 207 videos are available for that price. He's in a Telegram group called Trini School Leaks Twerks Videos, which has 945 members. So it exists. And there's one name, Olireal effing Stink, in here, and that one has 8,525 members. And Shivam is the one who told us about it. He identified 22 groups on Telegram selling and trading. But how they buying it? That is you ask that question. How are they paying for it?
That should be a way to track it. It should have some type of paper trail there.
But yeah, but how the $200 get into the person? It can't be Bitcoin. We have nobody in Trinidad who using Bitcoin to buy anything. Probably leave high-end criminals, but the regular man who want porn, he not paying.
Yeah, so that what I mean when the police say, it's nothing we could do. That there, right there is a lead. Go in the group. I mean, you'll have to see some unsavory things where you could go in the group and set a fasting operation. Because that's one way. How the person paying for the thing, I'm sure somebody gonna put our account number, or
we
send our
could
people account.
We could use online banking for porn, but we can't use online banking for everything else because we know digitally transform.
I mean, when you have a will, there's a way, and people for these things, people tend to be creative, as you could see with this Telegram group.
Yeah, so somebody said she said pictures and videos she sent to her ex were leaked, and when confronted, he denied doing this. He said there was no one to report it to because the groups don't have names. Oh, sorry, the admins don't have names. She said when she tried to take matters into her own hands and go into the group, she was bombarded and threatened with rape and death. So she probably went to the group and said, hey, these are my pictures, how they could sell that? And the big question is, why you send a picture in the first place, boy? What make you decide that it makes sense to do that?
Like me, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that just because I am aware of how things just work online, and I generally don't trust people with stuff like that, but the caveat to that is, when you're a bit younger, you just kind of look past certain things when you're in that stage and you think you're in love and, you could trust this person and you're not thinking that far ahead, you wouldn't think that this person will potentially betray you that way, so...
So last part of this article.
You know what I mean? We in a certain generation, but the younger generation,
this should
it will be it's easier for them to do something like that.
Yeah. As a teacher, I could see some students who are, they're in different social statuses and different home issues and whatnot. They could use this as a way to, well, I found love. And this is what he wants because he loves me, and you'll send the pictures.
I mean, it's a man will pull that card. They'll be like, yeah, girl, if you really love me, you go do it. You go send it or whatever. Nah, I will never do that. And, and if it's an older man talking to a younger woman or whoever, you will feel they'll tend to give in more easily.
But why? All right. Well, there'll be a social issue because when it comes to the child pornography part, that's a shaky part, because if you're a parent, well, not a parent here, and you are forcing your child to do these things so that you could sell their videos, that's a different level of issues, because it's not just relational matters. It's almost like rape victims. You're basically manipulating children, and that is a social problem. But from a technological standpoint, these apps that are totally private, they are dangerous, boy, because we live in our society where they say that your privacy is of paramount importance, but all our privacy could also create the ability to have harbor criminals. And when it comes to the justice system and the law system, we had to definitely take that into consideration too when it comes to these new ways of doing these kind of crimes.
So you're saying we need to take the hardline China approach and just ban it completely.
If Trinidad and Tobago is per capita one of the highest places for pornography in the world, and these things are going on and there's nothing that we could do about it, somebody had to take a hard line, but it had to be somebody who educated on these things, because they will just be like, all right, so now we're going to pass a bill that is going to ban every chat app, Telegram, and WhatsApp. And you're like, wait, WhatsApp too? And then everybody like, well, we were reliably informed that we have to ban them. And you'll be like, no, there's a difference between Telegram and WhatsApp. Like, that, and that kind of nuance. Somebody had to be able to be smart enough or technological intelligent enough inside there to see these things. I don't know. And
the question is, do you think so? Do you trust them to be? And I'm not sure.
Hey, if Guardian could find Shivam and ask him to investigate it, oh gosh, one day Shivam will be working in the government, right? For large amounts of money. I want to call that into being for him, because he doing enough to show people that there are smart people in Trinidad, and there are people who understand these things and could give proper information about it from TSTT and whatnot. So there are others, and the government better wake up and realize that we should find these people and we should hire these people and we should empower these people to help us, because the suit and tie buzzwords confront scenarios that ain't gonna do much for the actual real problems that we have when it comes to being digitally transformed.
Part of that, what needs to happen for that to happen is the culture, the country need to change too, right? So if the government see this, okay, all right, and it didn't really cause no big outrage or anything like that. They would just be like, okay, and let's continue with the status quo. So the people themselves had to, they had to make a standard. They'll be like, hey, this not right, and and that's where the drive for the change gonna come from. Because if it just continue as normal, all right, this happened now, next 2 to 3 weeks, we just forget about it. You think the government going to take it up as a cause and be like, hey, we need to really look at this and make a change here. So part of it too is like, we ourselves, part of the problem is us too. We as a country and as a culture, we just let things slide a lot. Like you'll be outraged for like a day or two, and next 2-3 weeks is like, on to the next thing. I'm sure I say this, or you say this about a month ago, 2 months ago, and we probably even forget what we was talking about at the time. That was the big thing at the time, and then you'll be like, next 2 to 3 months.
What was I outraged about?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we had to try and have some type of standards. Because if you have no standards, it will happen now, you'll be outraged, and then, okay, then what? You know, because this is not the first time you hear that something like this. You know, so.
All right. But talking about people that, you know, does make sense when it comes to IT. I find these days the papers, well, the articles on them, they find a lot of people who know their stuff now. So
yeah,
next article is about somebody who's warning us about AI, and we want to talk about it a little bit from the perspective of something we've been warning people about all the time, which is phishing. So his premise is that AI could make phishing a really, really difficult thing to pick up, right? So after the break, we'll talk about how AI could make things hard for us when we digitally transform, or as we try to digitally transform. So we'll be back after this.
In today's digital age, every business needs a strong online presence to reach new customers and stay competitive. But not every business needs a complex website or a full-fledged e-commerce solution. At makeITsimpleTT, we understand that every business has unique needs, and we offer a range of tailored solutions to fit those needs. Over the years, we've helped many businesses. Our services include website design and development. We create a professional and user-friendly website like these that represent your brand and drives results. Invoicing and payment processing. We can streamline your billing process with a user-friendly invoicing system that integrates seamlessly with most payment gateways, and you can receive online payments easily. We also do automated order forms, which allows you to collect orders online and customer information effortlessly and send back automated emails, notifications, and reminders, and then you just have to make the sale at the end. So you can contact us today to learn more about how we can help make your business more successful, or you can visit makeITsimpleTT.com/business.
So all the articles that we got about warning about AI was basically along the lines of taking jobs. But this one, in the Express on the 9th of April, written by Vishana Fegu, speaks about risk and safety consultant Shiva Parasam. Not Shivam Tilak Singh, but Shiva. Trinidad and Tobago, like many other countries, is forging ahead in the technological realm, with several companies, mostly in the private sector and a few in the public sector, embracing artificial intelligence. However, amidst the vast potential lies a plethora of concerns regarding the adoption of this technology. One problem that he pointed out is, however, workers are asked to be wary of the information being inputted into the prompt box, as OpenAI, like other tech companies, can also be hacked, leaving sensitive information placed in ChatGPT open for hackers to steal, which is definitely a problem. The day OpenAI gets hacked, all the prompts that people ever put in will be an issue. But what can you do with those prompts that will become an issue? And he is saying, he's advocating that Parasam said that there are three popular types of AI attacks that exist: automated attacks, AI-powered phishing attacks, and deepfakes. So let me go through the three of them: automated attacks, AI-powered phishing attacks, and deepfakes. Out of the three of them, I believe the phishing attack one is our biggest issue. However, deepfakes could be a big one. It's just that we didn't see plenty deepfakes in Trinidad yet. Yeah.
We could just jump to the deepfakes because it kind of tie into the previous topic. Because apart from the people selling genuine pictures or whatever, children and whatever. I think I saw other part of it was that, people were going on Instagram and other social media, getting images of women and using AI to place them in sexually explicit scenes and pictures.
Right.
It is a issue right now in terms of defaming people, because if you see a picture like that with somebody online, and then it's the first time you see it, it's like, hey, and it started to spread. Who in the mind going and think to validate that, this is a actual picture when it is, you're on this group already in Telegram, getting so much pictures already. Who's to know which one is real or which one not real? But, so that in itself is a issue.
So let me ask you a question. If you go and ask average person, average man, average whatever, hey, what's a deep fake? Or they go say, if you go by a bar and ask somebody if they know what a deep fake is, or they will say.
They probably won't know what it is.
They will think that is some sexual thing. Once you
You think so? A deep fake?
Once you use the word deep, people will start to Trinidad is just like that now. We real everything is a sexual joke. When you say something about something, people will start to giggle and snicker and all them kind of things, right? So they'll say, let's go in a bar. Let me say you're going to a bar. If you're going to a university campus, let me say you go to the social sciences block. They're really not too big on technology. I think I go and ask them if they know what a deep fake is. You think they know?
Probably like 60 to 70%. I don't know if I'm being generous, but
I don't think that.
You don't think that will be that high?
Social sciences people who not into IT and things, right? They will hear deep fake and they will just be like, they probably know what a deep fake, what they probably know that you could create a video on the internet that is fake, but they probably wouldn't know to call it a deep fake. The terminology for it. I ain't saying I know for sure, but I just feel like when it comes to these things in Trinidad, we now get any understanding of the word phishing. Like, I have a sticker on my laptop that says, I'd rather be fishing right now.
Yeah.
And people just watch that and be like, use fish? And no, man. So some of my students in class, they watch it and be like, sir, that is not the thing that you teach us last term? And when we was doing the cybersecurity thing, and I was like, yeah. He's like, sir, you could fish? And I was like, yeah, it ain't really that hard. And then it was a topic of conversation. But the thing is, what I'm trying to point out is that when you start to talk about AI, people already start to get a little antsy. And then when you talk about AI now doing cybersecurity attacks, people are gonna get like flustered and be like, what? AI could do this. And what is this? Explain that thing to me. Now you have to go and start to explain what a deepfake is, explain what phishing is, explain what automated attack is, and AI just gonna come and bamboozle everybody, and we will be real susceptible to it. I am anxiously awaiting, not because I want it to happen, I'm anxiously awaiting the first deepfake of Kamala saying something that shows her to be drunk, and everybody gonna share that video around.
Yeah.
Every single person.
While you was talking, I was doing conducting a little experiment. Mm-hmm. Right. So my wife, her undergrad is SOCI, and she have a master's in from medicine. Right. So I asked her, "Do you know what a deepfake is?" No.
I am validated. I have been vindicated from one of one. The sample size small, but the qualifications of the person with the sample size are taking it.
And so she was like, I could guess. I was like, okay, what's a guess? She was like, people who fraud and make it look legitimate.
Who fraud? What, like financial fraud or something? Or
she was off. She was just trying to make sense of what he would.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. She was trying to put it together, right?
Yeah. She said she Googled and she was off. So
yeah.
So you're vindicated.
Yeah. So I'm concerned that when AI starts to do these things, usually around election seasons, phishing attacks, clicking on links to see videos of your favorite politician who get caught with this and that kind of thing. And I'm 100% sure some politician is going to be put into a compromising video or something along that lines, and then they're going to have to come and defend it, or what's the word? I forget the word. Deny it. Yeah, they have to deny it. And then we'll have to get these IT consultants to come in and check to see if it's a deep fake and scan it and all those things.
Fact check it.
Yeah, because remember, fact checking is a task for us.
Yeah.
Like going on, there's some fact checking websites like Snopes, and I can't remember the other fact checking websites. You know how much things I fact checked during the last elections, and that elections was during COVID too.
COVID, yeah.
So and the amount of articles I was passing and sharing and all them kind of things, and when you try to fact check it and you tell people about it, they're real belligerent in believing whatever they see on the internet is true. Now,
Yeah.
I personally think, do you think we've reached to the point where people start to not believe everything they see on the internet? That'll be the start.
I mean, some people at that point, and with everything, some people I was still, because I'll give an example. Like, I know some older people,
Yeah.
they would have hear something like almost 40, 50 years ago that they would have hear on the radio that doctor saying, and they till this day, they will be like, yes, this doctor 50 years ago said this, so this is what you need to do.
Sadly, you are correct, and I can't fight you there. I just as fake news was difficult to pick up because remember, people just believe what they want to believe, right?
Yeah.
Now, if AI could come and be fed a whole set of data about the racial tensions in Trinidad and Tobago, and just like how in 2010 the UNC paid Cambridge Analytica however how much money to do the whole campaign management for them to do the digital stuff and plant particular videos and all that kind of stuff. All are gonna get farm out to AI now, right? All those companies who's rig elections, they hiring the best grey hat AI people that they could find for the highest bid amount of money, and say, here what, come, this is all the data that we have on this place, this is the data we have on this person, this is all the information. We created a biography from the time he was in university all the way up to now, because some of these candidates had real pictures and thing going back to like 2020 and thing when they was on vacation and all kind of thing. You feed that into a malicious AI, you know how much malicious content I'm creating. They can make you look like you was molesting people, make you look like you was in a threesome. They could get pictures of you smoking weed. They could get because you know once it have sex things and with a politician, that is it for you there. Like
and I mean it's not just video but audio now, because they could, once they give it a sample size, are you talking? They could synthesize your voice and because look at all the supposed leaks are AI songs that are coming out from different artists, so, and I think it even built into some of the iPhone and certain Google phones and stuff or whatever, so it is there and it's out there. So a whole audio tape could leak with somebody's voice and saying certain things that totally not accurate. So you're gonna need to have a AI, AI text detectors. You're gonna need to have a voice detector, video detector.
So I think this one article correct. He spot on that AI could cause disruptions because not because AI can do it, because we know AI can do it. What we really have to worry about is if people are smart enough or not smart enough, aware is the better word. I don't know. Yeah. Because people say you had need to have street sense. It have book sense and it have street sense. Now you had to have
tech sense.
Tech sense, yeah. Because you need to have some sort of technology sense to know, okay, it has certain things when you're walking on the road and you see something in front here, like, okay, I should cross the road because whatever I see in there could turn into something bad. You see some sort of altercation by a bar or whatnot, your street sense will tell you, cross the road, walk up a little bit, and then you could cross back and walk, right? You would tell children that, hey, look out for danger, you could figure out something, you know what is going on. Or if you see a large crowd gathering at a particular thing, be very cautious when you approach a crowd because of whatever the case is. Trinidad and Tobago, in my view, is not technologically smart enough. Smart enough is not the word, but to be able to handle the kind of complex attacks that AI could put together that will literally target our ignorance. And targeting our ignorance is basically what politicians do. And when it comes to elections, the next year, if they pay the right company, you could swing the election real bad. Because we've seen it in the US right now. It has certain things that are taking place in the primaries, I think they call it.
Yeah. I mean, I think those over right now because the candidate is Biden, Trump.
Biden and Trump, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
But
lot of...
yeah, it had some some fake calls from Biden that was going out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they used to do that before with mail. Like you'd get a mail and you'd think Trump send you a mail now. Like, we need you to donate $50 and this is your official President Trump. And there are some like older folks that believed that Trump hand signed it. But what happened is he have a whole set of campaign workers and they literally was forging his signature with a pen. So when they see the signature looking like it was done with a real pen, they thought Trump actually did it because it wasn't stamped or anything like that now. Imagine that going to turn to robocalls now.
Yeah.
It'll be like, hi there, President Trump on the phone. And somebody like, oh my goodness, he called me. Yeah. And that'll go out to 50,000 people. And he'll be like, oh, you got called too? Wow, yeah, he's really working hard. Men gullible. I mean, people gullible like that out there. And I'll draw two references on either side to let you know that Kamala Prasad Bissessa will be seen drunk doing something and they will make Rowley say something that is very outlandish. Because that is what he's known for, and whenever he says something that's outlandish, that's what people just run with. And when it comes to Kamala Prasad Bissessa, they just go with that she drunk. If I was programming the AI, I would be like, here what? Yeah, he tends to be outlandish, so whatever you do, push it on that to that level. And with Kamala, just make it look like you're drunk, and they will gobble it up. And I'm afraid.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it'll be up to the people to decide which one will be more damaging. 'Cause I mean, would it be anything? Anyway, let me not go there.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, reading through the article, he spoke a lot in the article, this Shiva Parasram, he spoke a lot about AI and explaining ChatGPT and all these different things. I just think the regular Joe, when they read this, they'll just be like, oh yeah, this AI thing coming up again. All right, well, okay. I'll deal with it when it starts to affect me. But you might realize that it's affecting you long before it actually change your mind on certain things. And that is my concern. That is my concern.
Yeah, I mean, like people like me and you have a large sample size of videos, you know.
Hey, I see Certified Samson make $1 million on TikTok. I think that's the first Trinidadian I see with $1 million. Followers. Is that anybody else with $1 million?
I'm not sure.
Like,
maybe
other than music.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, people who do skits and other videos and them kind of thing. I think that's the only person I see make $1 million. That is Certified Samson. But his video is funny. To my children. Because I remember Certified Samson from YouTube when he had cameras and thing. He was young and he wasn't as big as he is now.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple of his videos too. Yeah. Now, congrats.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But politicians who have a lot of videos, somebody going on had a start
who's the most probably Rowley and Kamala. Like who's the most prominent politician? And I don't think any politician really on social media like that. Just when you do press conferences.
Yeah, Faris Alwari on social media, but he obviously have people managing it for him. He don't really post anything on his own. The only one I know that posting, like when I was on Facebook, when I was actively using Facebook, is Khadija Amin. She actively posts for herself with videos of her son and all kind of different things going on. And the only other one I know about is Shamfa Kujo. She actively posts from her own phone. Everybody else, you can clearly see that they have a manager who managing it and doing it for them.
Yeah, I think on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Ember does tweet or X or post a lot.
Yeah, he does tweet. Yeah, most of the times it's just text. You don't see no videos and thing about he sharing his life and them kind of thing. He just tweets for political mileage and gain. But in terms of sharing your life and them kind of thing, only one I know is Khadija Amin and Shamfa Kujo. It might have others, but I don't really follow them in any major way. But yeah, that gonna come like a rush, a hurricane, boy, and I ain't too.
Especially for
I just waiting for the time when people start to send me things. This real? This real? This real? Because I wanted us to they send it to me and be like, this real? And then I had to go and double check.
For a little fact checking service, you know.
Yeah, no.
$1 per fact check.
Actually, it didn't sound that bad, you know, but no, still no. All right, that's our local discussions and some heavy local discussions have we had. Let's go to something that's kind of funny. Even though it's real news, because the international news is the real news. Believe it or not, whatever we tell it as international, it's a thing. Last week, people laugh at that Amazon thing, you know. They laugh. They really laugh. Oh, wait, before
for real, I didn't even get to any, like on the videos, any comments.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to look
people
at
say,
it,
wait, I get take boy, yeah, all kind of thing. And I was like, yep, we all did. Before we go on to the next thing, I'll shout out my brethren, Dion. Dion, he told me that one of the things that we spoke about last week, we couldn't find an application for it, which is being able to use the internet while you're on a call.
Yeah.
He said rideshare drivers that have that problem all the time. Because they have to call people to pick them up, but they also have to check the location at the same time. And while you're on the call talking to them, you cannot open the app and check the location. It just doesn't work. So he said that would be a good application for what B-Mobile is trying to do with the thing. So I had to shout him out. He's listened to the whole podcast, so he will get it at 45 minutes in. Yeah. All right, next story is about display labels for ISPs, and it looks just like a box of cereal. So we'll talk about that when we come back.
Have you ever tried to order something online using a Visa debit card, but you can't? Is shopping online something you always do already using a Skybox, but sometimes you need advice on knowing what to buy or what will work? I'm Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and we aim to make technologies that solve problems in a Caribbean context. So we created Order It. What is it, you ask? What is Order It? It's an app and a website that helps you order it in two ways. The first way is if you already order things online. You're familiar with using a Skybox, you're familiar with using a credit card, but sometimes you don't always have answers to certain questions, like which laptops will get a warranty in Trinidad, which phones will work on the Digicel network or the mobile network. So our app helps you order it. Every product that we list in the app, we will let you know the truth based on the experience of 20 years of ordering things online and using various Skyboxes in Trinidad and Tobago. So here are some of the questions that the app answers for you based on the products that we list. What are the taxes? Why does it cost so much when I actually get it? What is dimensional weight? All these questions and more we answer in the app because we want to help you order it. All you have to do is simply pick from our list of recommended items that we know and trust because we've ordered it already. Follow through the payment process. We'll order it and we can even have it delivered to you. So why don't you give it a try? Search for Order It by makeITsimpleTT in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can even go online to orderit.makeITsimpleTT.com and check and see if we could answer some of your questions and help you in the process of ordering it.
So, I'm just going to share the article because I can't explain this to you. I'll have to read it to you. Starting today, which is the 10th of April, ISPs must display labels with price, speeds, and data caps. Starting today, home internet and mobile broadband providers in the US are required to display consumer labels with information on prices, speeds, and data allowances. Today's nationwide launch of the broadband consumer labels means internet service providers are now required to display consumer-friendly labels at the point of sale, okay. Labels are required for all standalone and home fixed internet service or mobile broadband plans. Providers must display the label, not simply an icon or link to the label, in close proximity to an associated plan's advertisement. The labels are required for providers with at least 100,000 subscribers, while ISPs with fewer customers have until October 10th to comply. So look at this on the right-hand side here, right? They have, see if I can zoom into it. That's not, I can't zoom into it. Come on, picture, behave, open image, new tab. All right, watch it here. All right, so we're going through it. Acme Wild Wi-Fi Limited, fixed brown enclosure. Monthly price $89.99. This monthly price is an introductory rate. Yes, you must state yes or no if it's an introductory rate. Time the introductory rate applies, 12 months. Monthly price after the introductory rate, $109. Length of contract, 24 months. Link to terms of contract, you must have a link to the terms. Additional charges, modem rental, $10. Wi-Fi extender, installation, battery backup, early termination fee, government taxes. Discounts on bundles, they must explain. Visit the link for discounts and whatnot. Speeds provided with the plan. Typical download speed, not actual. Typical, you have to put. Typical download speed, 1200. Typical upload speed. Latency, you have to put latency in. Wow. It's tough. Data included with monthly price. This is basically the cap. Charges for additional usage, not applicable. What I don't like that they didn't put in is how much was the speed it will drop to if you pass your cap.
Yeah.
Because
they might just charge you. Start charging you.
Well, if they're not charging you, normally they slow you down. There's cripple you. So network management policy, linked it, customer support, website, and everything else. I love this, but I don't know if it will make a difference.
Yeah, the layout. the could like presented a little different. It is almost exactly the same as a food nutrition layout.
Yeah, but why did they think that it would be
so where exactly this going to need to be? Like, where is this?
So like if you go to the site and they're showing you all the plans, you have to put this next to the
on the website. Like it has to be laid out like this.
Yep.
Yeah, just no.
Okay.
Is that sample consumer label for home internet?
Okay.
Maybe they need to. They're going to have to put it on the modem or something.
I'll go and find a page that I think they have some examples of it. AT&T has one. Nope. Nah, that one is not one. Okay, that's no. I'm trying to find one, but I wonder. The problem is, will Flow and Digicel and the like fall into this category and do it?
Nope. If it's not mandatory.
Okay. Look, T-Mobile have one, right? Good. So
let's see.
T-Mobile says, providing the best wireless service with the best value is the utmost importance to T-Mobile as it's keeping our customers' options, blah, blah, blah. Got questions, we got answers. Firstly up, why is it called a broadband label? Great question. They explain what they said and okay, so then they gave an example. So T-Mobile one is a little more detailed. They have Go 5G Next. The monthly price for 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines, additional lines. This monthly price is blah, additional terms, one-time fees, discounts on bundles. So it doesn't seem like it follows the basic plan. They have typical download speed, 89 to 418 megabits per second. This is where this is going to be a problem. Because if you're giving me a typical speed, you can't power range that spanning almost 400.
Yeah, check the upload speed to 6 to 31.
6 to 31. That means if I get in 7, they'll be like, well, yeah, you're within your range.
Yeah.
But
so scroll a little bit. They said where it's going to be. On its online sites.
Where plans are included. Customers can also scan a QR code in a T-Mobile or Metro by T-Mobile store if you have questions. Associate will help you out. So that's T-Mobile answer to this. Let me see.
This layout, like, I understand if you're putting it on a box or something, but like use the whole page. Don't just confine it to like a little section on your page. I mean, it'll be good. It'll be good for responsive on your mobile phone. You know
what?
On our website.
No, they're thinking. I don't know if they're trying to do it for old people who's going to grocery, and the old people that's going to grocery, they see the...
Yeah, but do the old people actually read the nutrition facts? I don't think so. Does your parents or whatever?
No.
Yeah.
That not even a thing that exists. I don't think
You know what happened? The people who passed this law are probably people who read nutrition facts. That's what happened.
That's kind of funny though. I don't know. Probably,
Yeah.
you know. I feel so. They are people that think that if I do that too, you will do it. This is easy for people to understand because we've been doing this for the past 70 years and this will make it easier.
Yeah, I mean, the information is useful information, but it could lay it out. It could lay it out a little bit.
Yeah, but Flo and Digital got to do this.
Why?
Because
why would it? No, they
when
don't
America,
have to.
when
There
America,
are a lot of things America do that I wish Flow Digital, the banks would do, but they don't do.
when America sneezes, we just catch a cold.
Yeah. Why they do offer same thing a introductory rate, and then after 12 months you pay a different rate. They do that.
Yeah, I on that right now, but it's with the TV thing.
Why they don't offer no cards with no credit card, cards with no annual fees like banks? They don't do that. Or offer no interest rate for a year. You know, things as, you know.
You get a little utopia-ish, like what? The only people that are doing that is courts. Courts is the only one that go down and be like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is because it's so small, you don't have much competition. Competition as well as breed those type of creative ways to get customers.
But we do have competition. We have standards.
Yeah.
All right. So I think nutrition facts, in summary, nutrition facts would be good. If everybody is forced to do it, that'll be great. Because them hidden charges and whatnot, that does be caught up in all of them words and contracts and things that you're signing.
Yeah.
They will be as clear as day, and you will be held accountable to it. I just didn't see any sort of timer on it or any sort of so they wouldn't be liable if you look at our old nutrition fact now. It have a date on it. At the bottom it have unique plan identifier and have some hash, some kind of hexadecimal hash thing there. I guess that's probably it. You probably had to register with them and send it in and get your nutrition tag that and how long it applied for. Because what I think that they should do is have this plan applies until so date now.
Yeah.
Or whatnot, because they could update it. Just like how they update your plan almost and tell you the price went up after the fact.
Yeah.
And you don't know? Yeah.
Yep. It's only when they get a bill, it's like, wait now.
Yeah, exactly. And then you could go and claim, no. This is the broadband fax that I bought when I had my plan. And you have to send me a email with the new broadband fax and ask me if I want to opt in. Because that's one of the ways I used to catch you.
Yeah.
They were wicked like that. Okay. All right, cool. Time for random story. We'll be back after this break. What's that?
I was going to say, I'm not sure if our providers would adopt it. This was a law that passed up there. It's like, okay, but that don't mean we had to do it too.
Well,
if it was something where they would make more money or something like that, yeah, they would adopt it. Like if it was a new strategy or
they adopted all of the tactics like selling, upselling and all them kind of things.
Yeah, that I mean, if it's something to make more money, yeah, but it's something to help the consumers, We already had them locked in. You don't really need to do this.
All right. True. You're correct. Totally correct. All right. Random story time. Where do I have random story? Let me refresh the page first. All right. Boost your internet. No, internet price hikes for low-income Americans could begin as me, blah, blah. State calling for public input to close digital divide, bring high-speed internet to all everybody in Utah, boy. Starlink competitor unveils new internet satellite. I have been following this slightly. You follow this?
Nah, I didn't
The
see
Starlink competitor. Astranis is the name of it, I think. Yeah, Astranis, yeah. Satellite internet startup Astranis is on a mission to help everyone in the world get online, and it just unveiled a satellite that could be key to its success. What they're trying to do is how they're trying to do this, boy? Right, thanks to the falling cost of rocket launches, and the cheapest way to close this digital divide may be through satellites, which can be beam high-speed internet down in the earth. There's a direct line. Other companies like Starlink have already been pursuing this, but they want to send it in at a higher orbit. So Astranis plans to put internet satellites into geosynchronous equatorial orbit, which is more than 22,000 miles above the ground. Starlink does do it at 340 miles, so almost 6 times. At a higher orbit, the satellite could see more of the planet's surface, and as a result, fewer satellites could provide coverage to a larger area. The downside is, of course, latency. So it wouldn't be good for online gaming. But they said that they launched our first satellite in 2023, and though it was initially working perfectly, and they used a solar array, put it out of commission, but it was providing internet access for people in Alaska. Now, they're trying to give you the internet and provide more reliability than speed. That's what I got from it. They're saying, well, yeah, they will be able to provide 50 gigabits per second of bandwidth, which Starlink could go up to 300 and something, or 400, I think, in some places.
Yeah.
So if they do it and they provide reliability more than speed, do you think, well, if it's 50 gigabits,
would it work when rain falls too?
I don't know, but they will have to be able to call it broadband, which means it had to be able to reach 100 and 100 down 20 up. But if they provide it reliably, I think that'll be better than Starlink, which basically cloud in the sky, blanket in the sky with a bunch of satellites and causing problems.
I wonder, what's the name of the company? Astranis. I wonder where they came about from, like coming to do something. Like this, you need a lot of funding, and you're basically going up against Elon Musk. So it'd be interesting to know where, like, the origins of that company. I mean, it's something not pretty ambitious, because it's not just one country they're looking at. They're looking to actually compete with Starlink, right? Which will be worldwide.
Yeah. I'm trying to find about Astranis is they have a about page on their website that's taking very long. We are climbers. We speak 21 languages. We've worked with SpaceX on blah, 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 blah. We do now work at Astranis. Founded in 2015 with the audacious mission to... The website nice though. Yeah, the website kind of nice, but they're not telling you who they funded by. I guess they do have to tell you.
Yeah.
They really do have to. Products, commercial, government, customers, company, about careers. Nope, nothing about that. Okay, we'll leave that there. Yeah, but all competition ain't gonna hurt nobody, and I think the ability to provide reliable satellite internet, that'll help us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help us a lot.
I sent it to you there.
Oh, Wow, yeah, private investigator skills very fast. Yes. Anyhow, no. While I talking, you be searching. Open link in your tab. Let me see where they come from. Next thing, they're from Russia or something, and then they come and say, the Russians are spying us as a Chinese company, and then they didn't realize, and it come like TikTok.
Yeah.
China has 46 institutional investors indicating Y Combinator. Okay.
Yeah. And click on the view details. You will see the breakdown.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've seen it here. All right. Well, then it's a startup. It's a startup that just
so
money.
553, like $500 million in funding.
Yeah.
49 investors. 3 angel investors. So
them trying.
So that's where they got their funding.
Yeah, to do that, you gotta get real funding, and these investors, them looking for a big payout.
Yeah.
All right.
BlackRock.
Who's BlackRock?
That's one of the investors. You don't know who's BlackRock?
No, that's like asking me what deepfake is. I'm supposed to know that.
I mean, that's one of the biggest.
I know about Y Combinator.
No, BlackRock, Vanguard. You know Vanguard?
Oh, Vanguard, right? Yeah, I know Vanguard. Yeah,
that same type of ballpark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
annual revenue $17 billion.
That's because they basically have needles in everybody. Everybody that make it, they have a syringe just drawing blood on every month, because that contract basically tie them in for life. Like if we invest this amount, 2% of your profits are ours for the entirety of your company.
Yep. So I mean, they actually have their own investment funds and all that type of thing. So they seem Bretta's, Vanguard, Fidelity.
Okay. Yeah. I wonder if I go somebody come and say, I'm willing to invest $2 million in your company, and
for how much? Yeah, they ask how much percentage.
Like how much blood they want, and they say, well, I just want 5% of the profit every year. 5% is plenty money.
Yeah,
but
5% of the profit for $2 million. Okay, $2 million or US or TT. It had to be US.
It had to be US. Yeah. Like, what I would do with $2 million US in my account, I have so much things, Terrible idea. The first thing I would do is run. So shocks, way. Oh, you file for bankruptcy, boy. Yeah. Where are you? I don't know. In the Cayman Islands, on one of the islands.
Nah, they'll find you. According to who it is, they'll find you.
Oh, yeah. Them companies, they probably have a whole separate arm of debt collectors or litigation people to basically shake it down. If you go bankrupt, they're taking back everything you have. They're selling down to the SD cards and things that you have. They're selling it to get back that money. Because that's how the thing does go.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of our show today. Let's go back from what we spoke about. We spoke about Trinidad and the Telegram pornography and explicit video rings that are being sold. How can we do anything about it? What could take place? And your suggestion was, well, do a sting operation, which I think is the best thing. Another one into TNT about AI. That one was quite surprising because it turns out that the guy was correct. AI is going to make our internet lives a little more difficult, and I don't think Trinidad ready for that. Trinidad and Tobago is ready for that. And we went through bandwidth nutrition labels and how that will affect us. And, well, Redbit think that Flow and Digicel have no reason to do that, but it's the law in the States. Sometimes the laws in the States become the law of the world. And that's just sad, but that's how it is. And our random story is a company called Astara, whatever the name is. Astranus, yeah, why did I say Astara? Yeah, who want to do internet satellites to compete with Starlink, but they're doing it in a different way, which will be slower but more reliable, it seems. So we'll see how that goes. I have to go and do a live stream for students who are doing CSEC examinations right now. So let me get ready to go there. My name is Mr. Charles, Andre Charles from at makeITsimpleTT. Anywhere on the internet, you can find me. And I told you all, for those of you all who've been following, that I would post a LinkedIn. I'm not going to in the near future. Let me wait till exams finish, and then I have a little breather, and I could figure out what I really want to do with this LinkedIn profile. Because I've been seeing people messaging me and all kind of thing. No messaging them. They say when somebody search for you or somebody check your profile, and I like, why they checking my profile? It have nothing there. But I guess they probably want to see what I'm doing. So all right, so that's me. My co-host is
Redbit Akim from Redbit Tech. And I'm going to record a video now.
You're going to use your Sunday night to record a video?
Yes.
Must be nice. You do enjoy that. I will look out for it. I will like it, and I will share it to my TikTok stories, which I've never shared anything to. But I will share it to my stories just to let you all know. I know how to use TikTok still, you know. I know how to use it still,
Well, I will see if I still know how to use it too. But I'll probably post it tomorrow evening or night there.
All right, cool. So later. Thank you everybody for listening, and you could send comments and all those different things at anywhere and let us know that you're listening and feedback and whatnot. Shout out to Dion later.